Hey. What's up, gamers? I don't know why I'm repeating what I'm saying over and over. I don't know, it's fun. Either way, I'm back. It's been a couple days. I don't know. Yeah, that's all. Been a couple days. I have a couple things to talk about, so that's nice. Oh. Apparently the session actually just started. I didn't know they had a minus thing going on. Huh, that's cool. Either way, oh, I need to rename this stream. Let's rename it. Yeah, that works as a name. Slime time. There we are. Yeah, I have some topics I'm gonna talk about today, just like general life stuff that's been happening. So that, I hope, will be fun. Otherwise, I think I finally figured out how to use extractors in games. So let's start and see if I'm correct about how to use them. Because if I'm not, then I have no idea what's going on with those things. I have no clue. But if I do know what's going on with extractors, then maybe I can finally use them? Which would be fun. Yeah. The topics I have pre-planned today are about as good as the ones I had planned, recently. Before I start, though, I need to sell these. Actually, I have money. I don't need to sell stuff. Let's just go to the area where the extractors are and place them away. Yes, that's a good idea. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think I know how to use extractors finally. So I'm gonna like test that out after I feed all the slimes, but while I am feeding the slimes, I'm gonna just talk about what I've been doing today. Cause I've actually had a pretty busy day today. It's been a lot. So yeah. First things first, I got some of my programming work done finally, so I'm really happy about that. And I don't know. I guess I'm just glad that I'm able to do stuff that's productive. I've also been practicing guitar. Yay! Maybe I can play on stream at some point. That might be fun. You know, once I'm actually competent at it. And then the last thing is that I had a homemade specialty cheesy pepperoni, not pepperoni, sausagey pizza. And it was so good. Oh, it was so good. It was like the perfect amounts of cheese and sauce, and homemade pizza is not always better than store-bought pizza, but it is always better than that freezer pizza you can get, as long as you know how to make it. Freezer pizza is not that good, honestly, when you have... Okay, to anyone who's watching right now, have freezer pizza once, and then have store-bought pizza, and by store-bought, I mean you go to a pizzeria, and then have the homemade pizza. You can find a good pizza dough recipe online. I like the Jeremy Bourdain pizza dough recipe. It makes 2 baking sheet sized pizzas. Real nice and edible, you know? And then otherwise, the secondary thing with pizza, I guess, is sauce. There's a good sauce on all recipes called the Exquisite Pizza Sauce. That's a good sauce recipe. Yeah, that's the stuff I have with the pizza and sauce. Those are my favorites. But then, just, you'll have the pizza, it'll have the... What the? Oh, they're not being fed! So they're causing a tornado. Okay, cool. I'll give them some fruit. That should make them happier. Okay, that's a problem. Pizzas, yes. And the thing with pizza is that once you make the first pizza, you realize that you can put whatever you want on pizza and it'll be good. So you can do stuff like, do you like chicken? Put chicken on your pizza. Do you like ham and pineapple pizza but wish it was a bit gooier and fattier? Put Spam on your pizza instead of ham. Like, the sky's the limit. You can make dessert pizzas if you want to. Like it's some freaking, Pizza Ranch where you got like them pizzas and it's like it's that pizza buffet where it's like a pizza ranch and it's like a cowboy themed place. Those places, like, you can make your own pizza ranch and just become the pizza captain. It's just awesome. Oh dear. I anticipated this happening. I need to launch you into the sea now. I'm sorry. Your only crime was being too gloop. Nope. Go into the sun with ye. But yeah. Homemade pizza is just infinitely superior to... Now, which one of you is unfed? I should grab the dervish plorts from around here and then push the plort collecting button. That should solve a lot of the problems. There. I thought I kept these guys fed enough. Either way, I guess back to what I was talking about. With the... sauces. Speaking of sauce, I don't know, like... There's a lot of other sauces besides sauce that... Pizza sauce, that is, that can be made, like, homemade. With, like, little to no, quality difference. In fact, the quality of the homemade pizza sauce is often better, is the thing. So, like, a similar thing with the pizza sauce is actually you can have a sauce like ketchup. And homemade ketchup is way different from, like, store-bought ketchup. The texture's different, the flavor's different. Oh, hello, Stas Tech! Thank you for the follow! Oh my god! Yeah, hi! I was just talking about the differences in flavor and texture between ketchup and, homemade ketchup. Yeah! If you're new here, which clearly you are, it says first time chat on the little thing for me. Yeah. I usually just talk about, like, random topics on stream that I can think of. And right now, that topic is ketchup. If you mean Polish, no, I'm sorry, I don't speak Polish, I'm monolingual. So, one language only for me. Ah! That's really cool. Yeah, I don't speak Polish, but it's really interesting to hear that you're from Poland because, well, I've never been there, so being able to hear about other places is always really cool, you know? Though, yeah, frankly, the only thing I really know about, I guess the general area where Poland is around isn't even like a Poland fact, honestly. It's more of like a fact about, this one car company. Basically, I'm pretty sure that there's a car company in an area near Poland that has like a car part that's just a specific type of hot dog. Ah. Oh, wow, that's a lot of languages. May I ask why you don't like Polish? Or, Well, I don't really know much about Poland, so I guess I can't really relate, though I'd be interested to hear, about, I guess, what specifically you like or don't like, because I'm not sure if IST is isn't or is. That's fine. I'll just ask if I don't understand something, so you don't need to worry about that. But yeah. I guess back on the ketchup thing, I've made a lot of types of ketchup before, but the type that I like making the most is this one that uses reduced tomatoes in it. So, like, it's just tomato paste, so it's like all boiled down, and then you mix some water with it and some spices. Hey, frankly, knowing any language other than, like, the one you were born having to learn is impressive in itself. I'm frankly just like, whoa, you know language? That's really cool. Poggers. Yeah. But yeah, I need to feed this little guy before he causes the freaking next apocalypse. Jeezums. Get your food in your mouth and stop. Eat a Reese's and stop being crazy, man. Come on. Eat a Reese's, you'll feel better. Did I not? This thing doesn't have an automatic feeder. That's the problem here. Oh, I think there's like, well, there's all of these dervish slimes that I plan to breed with tangle slimes later. So there's all of them. I think there's about 5 of these guys. Then I think I have like 20 pink slimes. Over there I have like 5 rock slimes and about 10 honey largos. Then, oh, I need to feed these guys too. There we are. And then over in this direction, I have about 15 or so rad boom slime hybrids and about 10 crystal mosaic hybrids. I don't really have any machines to feed them yet, so it's mainly just a mad rush of me trying to run around and feed everybody until I can get little machines to do it for me. At least with my more volatile slimes, that is. So, until that point... I don't have a Discord yet, simply because I do have Discord, the app, but I do not have a Discord, if that makes sense. I think that my favorite slime aesthetically is definitely the mosaic slime, followed shortly by the rad slime. But, when it comes to just handling, I think I like the honey slimes and the, pink slimes best, simply because they just don't cause many problems. So I don't have to think about them as hard when I'm thinking about, like, what I have to do to care for them. My least favorite slime in any regard is the boom slime, though. I do not like those guys. I just run into them constantly when I'm trying to, get food for myself. And my slimes just... It's so annoying when I run into them and it's just like, bonk. Come on, here you go. Yeah. The weather around here has been getting actually a lot nicer lately. So I've been able to go outside more, and I'm hoping that'll give me more things I can talk about on stream. Like, actually, yesterday I was able to go on a bike ride with my dad, and it was really fun. I got to, like, go to a coffee shop that I live near. Yeah. I can see why crystal slimes would be annoying. Simply just because these spikes, they hurt, you know, bad. Though, frankly, I don't find them quite as annoying as booms, simply because you can get rid of the spikes using water. And if you're trying to traverse around them, they only live in that one singular area that they're super annoying in. Otherwise, they're just kind of, around. And you can just kind of avoid them, because they're only in that one cave. I think if the crystal slimes were, like, more omnipresent, I'd hate them more, is the main thing. But as is, I don't really have that strong of an opinion on them, I guess. But yeah. I actually ended up breeding all of my slimes together for a very specific reason, to make them... That reason being I want them to be easier to take care of. Like, for example, I plan on breeding my pink slimes with saber slimes later on, because they're somewhat neutral in, like, most scenarios. Whereas I bred my mosaics with the crystal slimes because both of their damaging effects can be neutralized with water. So I can use the same thing on both. And with the boom radioactive slime hybrids, I can... they're both, like, area of effect based, so I can avoid them both in the same general manner. So yeah, I think it's like a pretty interesting thing because last time I did this with my slimes, because I actually bred all of my slimes together before, and it went really badly because Huh. Oh, okay. I can speak a little slower if that would be good. Also, this video has captions. They probably aren't the most accurate, but they can probably be a good little visual aid if that would be helpful. Just as a little note. I don't think the captions auto-translate, and I can imagine that even if they did, they wouldn't translate well. So, yeah. But I'll try to talk a bit slower in that case, to make it a bit easier to understand. I lost track of what I was talking about. Oh no. Up. Pick those up. There we are. And... ah, look at these little guys. So happy and carefree. It would be a shame if anything were to happen to them. Like me feeding them, that is. Mwahahahahaha! Get that food into your gullet. Love you, little... Okay. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to handle these little dudes. I actually do have a plan for today since it seems like everyone is fed for now, so that's good. My plan is that I'm gonna try to set up the slime science things that I've been building. Oh, thank you! Yeah. I try to be funny. I try. So, I don't know, I appreciate it. Thank you! But yeah, back to my actual, I guess, goal for today with this, little gaming session. My overall plan is to try to get the extractors that I've set up to work so that I can get the supplies that I need to make the little robot bees that I want to make so I can feed all of my slimes automatically. I think that'd be like, I don't know, pretty poggers. I'm saying poggers because I don't know a better word to say. I have no idea how to place one of these, but I'm hoping that if I go to the... I'm hoping that if I go to an area where the drill could work, then I can... oh wait, yeah, that's the follow goal! Aw. I guess that's like a double thanks. But yeah, I'm trying to get to an area where the drill would work so that I can get that properly set up. And then once I have that set up, I can gain ultimate power. Yeah, sure! Feel free to ask the question. I'm an open book with most stuff, though if it gets a little too personal, I won't say anything. I think I've been playing for about 18 to 20 hours at this point, but frankly, I think you could get to this point in about 5 or 6 if you were being fast about it. Simply because I haven't been like prioritizing any of the missions or anything. I've just been trying to, yeah. I mean, I haven't finished the Slimepedia on my end, as you can see. Slime science, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to place. Extractors. Alright, I just need to find a build site, I think. But yeah. there's a lot that I probably haven't found out in the game yet, and because I actually just don't know how a lot of the functions work, it results in me getting kind of awkward scenarios to happen. Like, for example, I'm trying to figure out where I should actually place my extractor. Yeah. I mean, that is fair. Wait, is this where it goes? Oh, wow, that is a lot of time. Yeah, I'm on only day 51. So, wow, you must be really experienced in this game. Good on you. Thumbs up. Huh. Yeah, that is a lot of coins, too. Jeezums. Jeez, I have no idea where I'm going. I mean, if all of the extractors can be placed in the glass desert, then that seems like a good place to start. At least I think so. So, Oh, I guess in the meantime, I am really happy to be able to start biking again. Like, geez, I was getting really antsy in my house with, you know, the virus and all that. Oh man. If I wasn't so out of shape, I think I would have biked for like 10 miles. I would have just left and never returned, leaving on my bike to, I don't know, never see the light of day again. I mean, you're speaking right now, even though it has a bit of delay. So, I think that's probably good. But yeah. I'm gonna be around here for at least a bit more today, and I do think I'm gonna stream pretty regularly from here, so... You'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with me again in that case. There we are. But yeah. Bicycles. My school actually had, speaking of bikes, my school actually did have a bike course, but I actually enrolled a bit too late to be able to take it. Oh no. Let me check something real quick just so that I can know what time that is in Poland. What time is it in Poland right now? Oh yeah, geez. Well, I guess if you're adamant about watching the stream, maybe you could put it on as like, just kind of quietly as like, I don't know, white noise. Otherwise, man, you should go to sleep. Well, if you can't sleep, then this is a piece of advice that I learned from this show called Mythbusters. And that's if you just close your eyes and lay down on like a bed in the dark, even if you can't sleep, literally having that kind of rest for your brain will do you better than not sleeping at all. Like, giving your body rest is better than nothing, is something I've learned. And let me tell you, that is actually true. I've had circumstances where I was dead on my feet. I was so tired. I laid down for 30 minutes, didn't even sleep. It helped. And yeah. That's my recommendation if you can't sleep. Just lay down and rest. Because it's better than nothing. Bazinga. But yeah. I hope that... Yeah. I'll just keep talking, so if you want to try sleeping in silence, then you can do that. Otherwise, I'll make some good background noise. and I can just go on about my inane ramblings about bicycles. Maybe I'll talk about, tabletop games a little bit. Who knows? Ooh. But yeah, my school had this class on bicycle maintenance that I frankly did really want to take, but they didn't actually have the opportunity to take the class since I had enrolled pretty late into the class, because it was like a first through... It was basically a start of your education to an end of your education that's not college school. So I had arrived like pretty late into that. Like I was a teenager. So I am a teenager. I was a younger teenager. So I ended up like arriving later, which meant that the year before me ended up taking the class in bicycles, and I'm kind of salty about that because I want to know bicycle maintenance. I want to know how to tighten my spokes in just the right way so that my wheels are aligned and that I don't beef it every time I try to do a cool trick and my bicycle's out of alignment. I don't know, I'm just like, oh man. I understand that you want to be able to sleep, and hopefully you'll be able to. But like I said, rest is better than nothing. One other thing I recommend is to, I guess, try putting the brightness on your device that you're currently using a bit lower so that the light isn't getting into your eyes as much. Because blue light can, like, make you awake because your brain thinks it's the sun. Whereas orange light, because most computers have an orange light filter that you can turn on that makes things warmer, then that orange light filter could also, like, mask a bunch of the blue light. That's another thing that could help. I have no idea where to put these things. But yeah. Wait, tutorials. Slime Science Gadget Mode. Oh, that's what it is. I didn't realize that there was a gadget mode. That's cool. Okay, let's see how to use gadget mode. I didn't even know this was a thing. Toggle gadget mode. Okay, then let me try to find the build sites. I didn't know these were a thing. I guess that means I'm gonna be looking around for... Oh, you. I need you. Oh, I need to have ancient water? Is that the thing that you get from, like, putting all of the plorts into the little flowers? Oh, wait, here. Hey, they're working. Oh man, this is useful. I have all these little guys planted around. Yay, I figured it out after so much gaming. Oh man. But yeah. There we are. Oh no, the fire. It's come to consume me. Oh no. I guess while I'm here, I might try to find some tangled slimes, because I haven't been able to find any of those recently. Okay. I hope you sleep well, and if you don't, at least get some rest. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. And, I guess it's time to talk about... Well, I've talked about bicycles on and off for long enough, I feel. I might be able to talk about another form of transit in the meantime. Oh, it's the best of transit. You'll have never seen transit like this before in your life. Oh, it's malicious. It's nutritious. It's the public bus. Aw. I'm glad that you like my content, man. But still, you should be getting to sleep, my dude. But yeah. Public transit. It is only the best of the transit for the public. Which is a lie. Public transit... I wish it was better. I like public transit. I love buses especially. Like, I get on a bus and I'm like, whoa, bus! And I sit on the bus, and I enjoy being on the bus, even though I'm usually sitting next to someone who smells faintly of weed. But frankly, it's better that they're doing weed and riding public transit than it is that they're, you know, doing weed and driving a car. Because they're at risk of getting in an accident because they're, you know, inebriated. I don't know. It's like, I'd rather have someone who's drunk or high taking public transit than driving. And in most circumstances, I do think public transit, if you live in a city, is better. That is, if it were actually taken care of by the infrastructure of the city that it's in. And public transit in my area isn't awful, but it could frankly be a lot better. Which, I don't know, annoys me, because I like trains and stuff. I like buses. I think they're really cool. And if the infrastructure were better, that would mean that I could do cooler things. I could do cooler things on buses and trains and stuff. But at the moment, I can't, because they only really go in like a few places. Luckily, one of them is one of the places I go primarily, you know, school. But I don't know, I'd like to be able to take the train or the bus to, like, a gaming store or something. But I can't. Because it's just not in the cards, I suppose. And, I don't know, it'd be nice to be able to take public transit in areas that are, more at home, I guess. Be able to get on the bus and trust that I could get wherever I needed to go within, like, a couple of stops, and it wouldn't cost, like, so much money. Public transit costs too much. I understand why it costs the amount it does. It's funded terribly. But frankly, I think it should be funded better. It should be funded so well that it doesn't cost money. Because, ridership is a thing that... What? Oh. Ah, jeez. Little dudes are gonna... freaking die. Well, I've planted all the drills I can around here, and I've figured out how the drills work, which means that I can probably place them around more. I can do stuff like place the advanced drills in locations, which is good. Still wish I could find a singular Tangle Slime, though. I have no idea where they spawn. Maybe they only spawn under certain circumstances? That might be the gist. I don't really know. But yeah, since I know how they spawn now... Okay, can't place either of these. Wait. There's a limit of drills you can install? Oh, that's what's been going on. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, cool. I thought it was like just a limit to the one area. Huh. I need to feed these guys. I mean, they're not violent. Huh. Well, I guess I gotta figure out where I could put my drill locations then. That is after collecting food and feeding these guys. It's nice to have slimes that won't try to kill me when I don't feed them for a little bit. Because at the moment, I can't take care of them quite as well as I need to. There we are. Let's feed these little babies, and then try to get some food to my other little guys, so that they don't end up rending me limb from limb. I'm talking about my dervishes, by the way. I feel like I should make that clear. Ah. Good. Sleep. It is time for them to sleep. Ah. I guess I should update my follow goal. That might be a good thing to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Boop. Get logged in. So that I can update this stuff. And text settings. Position, size, and style settings. There we are. And that's the new follow goal. I actually do have some things that I want to set up, because I have some special stream ideas that I could eventually do once I have more stuff that I've set up. But in the meantime, I think that it's just kind of nice that I can, I don't know, do this and have things to talk about. I'm gonna start doing stuff like read so that I can have more things to talk about. But yeah, I think it's cool. Pogo fruit, make sure these guys stay fed so that they don't... Well, it's like Among Us. If you don't keep them satisfied, then they're gonna go full imposter on me. That joke didn't even make sense. Oh, man. I mean, it's true, I don't want them going full imposter on me. Maybe only a little sussy. Every day I cringe. And I wonder when it will someday consume me. That day is not today, and I get to be cringe as much as I desire. It gives me power. It's like magic spells. The more I can make someone cringe internally, the more I can steal their power from them. I take the cringe and I eat it for sustenance. Ah, yes. I take their cringe and I consume it for sustenance. Soon I shall be the ultimate cringe lord. Oh, this is a funny thing about chickens. I saw this chicken and I saw the briar hen and I immediately thought of this. There's actually a brief period in chicken history where chickens were being bred for aesthetic instead of actual traits of the chicken that are like meat and like eggs and stuff. So during this period where chickens were being bred for like aesthetics, there were a bunch of generally untalked about chicken breeds that popped up in France. Because you know how the French were during that period, they had a period of relative peace, so they were able to get, well, relative peace for the nobles, so they were able to get weird with that kind of stuff. Which meant that there were a lot of chicken breeds that didn't exist at other periods. I think there was a chicken that was known for its calves or something, and there was another chicken that was known for its feathers, and they were just bred for a bunch of really random traits. Like, just out there kind of traits. Okay, they still have a lot of food. Do I need to up the feeding schedule for these guys? No, it looks like they're all fed, so... I'm gonna introduce some new Mosaic slimes into here. And then I'm gonna collect some plorts. But yeah, it's really interesting to hear about, like, that kind of stuff, because when chickens were introduced to, you know, the West, it wasn't immediately thought of like, their cultivated properties. It was instead, like, more just thought of like, oh, this is an interesting animal from across the seas. We're gonna breed it so that it's more interesting. And so they bred it, and they were like, and eventually they were like, hey, what if we did something with these animals that we've bred? Like, you know, eat them. And they found out that chicken tastes good. I'm not sure how much of this is true. I haven't read the book this is from in a while. But I can say which book it is so that people can correct me and then laugh about how much I was wrong about. And the book that it was this book called On Food and Cooking. And it was by this one guy who wrote On Food and Cooking and then nothing else of note. Which I find really funny. Because, like, it's like, he's famous for one thing. And that one thing is that book. Maybe he's famous for other things. I don't know. I know him for the book. It's like this 500 to 700 page just textbook on cooking. And the main thing that's really cool about it is that it actually stays interesting for a long period. Like, you expect it to get boring eventually, but it just kind of doesn't. And it should be dry. It should be non-interesting, but somehow, some way, it just keeps going and you're like, huh, you know, I didn't know about the history of spices. Tell me more, author. I don't know, it's cool. I say I don't know a lot. I think it's like it's like. I use it as a phrase so that I don't make pauses in my sentences because I need a little bit of buffering time for my brain. It's why there's like a stereotype about, like, I used like again because it's a buffer phrase for my brain so that it can, is also a buffer phrase. I use the phrases to make it so that there's not an awkward pause in between each sentence I say. I think that's really cool. Ooh, a little bit of self-knowledge. Learn more about myself every day, baby. I need to gather all of these plorts. I've reached the period where I need to install those machines, like, now, otherwise everything will just become plort collecting simulator. Which, I mean, plort collecting simulator is fun, but it's not that interesting. Like, I'm having a good time right now. This is enjoyable. But I can't imagine it's a fun watch. This is all being held up by my glorious, huge, ginormous penchant for comedy. And also my ego. That is also very large. People tremble at its size. They're like, oh no. Oh no, you'd do stand-up comedy at a bar, wouldn't you? And you'd think you were good at it. And I go, yeah. What, you jealous? And they're just, and then they just kind of shake their heads because they know because they know I'm being cringe, but they don't know that I know I'm being cringe. They just assume that I lack the personal awareness and that I'm not actively choosing to be cringe. Which I am. I'm actively choosing to be like this. Like, okay, good. Like, if this were anything except a personal choice, I feel like that'd be concerning. But it is a personal choice. Yeah. It seems like the next order of business is to get to the jungle so that I can place my apiaries. So that I can get honey to make the bee bots. Because what I need is drones, and in order to get the drones, I'm gonna need jellystone, hexacomb, and hunter plorts. I already have the plorts I need. I don't need a med station. I heal fast enough. Hydro turrets, that might be useful. Taming bells, definitely useful. And I don't really need Gordo snares at the moment. Yeah, it seems like what I'm gonna need is more extractors. Oh man. I guess that means I'm gonna go and place the apiaries I do have, because that's what I gotta do. And then in the meantime, I can collect more resources, like if I find some slimes that I'm interested in. Like, hunter slimes. I can collect those. But once I get the drones, that means I can actually take care of my slimes more effectively by gathering resources and taking them to places. And then having, like, teleportation areas in between each resource, and then I can feed my slimes effectively. Yeah. Logistics, baby. It's all about them. I have so many plans. One thing I think would be fun is I ended up buying this pack of video games for like $5 that has like a couple hundred video games in it, and I was thinking maybe I could play some of the shorter ones on stream as like variety hour kind of stuff, like once in a while, because I'm not going to run out of variety hour stream stuff in a while if I end up doing that. Other stuff I could do is maybe play some of my older games that I couldn't run on my personal computer very well. I don't think I've ever talked about my computer setup before I was able to snatch this epic gamer PC and, you know, borrow it from my sibling. I ended up having this, like, old MacBook, and it was old. Like, old enough that it was greater than a centimeter in depth. It was, like, more than a centimeter tall. That's old. For those who aren't in the know. Oh, no! No! Oh, man. That sucks. The music I chose is really calming. I made a good choice with it. I have no idea where these teleporters are meant to go. I think there's a teleporter over here. I don't know, though. So I'm just kind of hoping. Mainly, I just think it'd be nice if I had the ability to do something cool with it. Yeah. Nope, no teleporter back here. Wait, maybe there's one right here? There's a little outcropping. Maybe that's something? No, that's not something. I need to memorize the locations in my area, otherwise I'm just gonna end up in more situations like this, where I just get lost. Come on, let's push you back in. They need feeding again. I mean, of course they do. They don't know how to feed themselves. I've been over this already. So I'm just gonna feed them. And then I'm gonna hopefully be able to place my apiaries. Oh wait, if they're not fed, that means that my dervishes might not be fed. It seems like they don't really like the prickly pears all that much. I mean, I think that, like, coding-wise, they have an equal opinion on all of them, but vibes-wise, it really feels like they prefer certain fruits over others. Like, I get the distinct impression that they don't dislike pogo fruit very much, even if they personally show no indication of, like, preference. I know they'll just eat certain fruits more than other fruits, I guess. And one of those fruits that they'll eat more often, it seems, is pogo fruit. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can use them as a little jumping jag. That's fun. I think that's a speedrunning strat if I remember right, actually. Huh. Okay. They all seem generally fed, so that's good. I'm gonna go give the food to them, and then I'm gonna finally achieve my goal. Oh, you guys need fruit. Here you go. I can also... Yeah, I need to feed these guys stat. And as I'm feeding them, I need to press this. Okay, hopefully that'll prevent any further issues. Let's put the dervish slime back, and then put the pink slime back. It looks like all of my dervishes are fed right now. So I'm gonna give them that prickly pear, and then I'm just gonna get the heck out of Dodge. Because I don't want to cause problems with these little dudes. Maybe I'll feed them. Yeah. Today seems to be a bit more of a chill stream. I'm not really chattering as much as I usually do, it seems. Maybe I just don't have enough prepped, or maybe I'm just not feeling the energy. Today was pretty full. I was quite busy a lot of the time. I ended up doing a lot. I had an assignment that I did where I did some programming. I also did some stuff with, what's the term? I don't remember what the term is. I did programming, I did more programming, I read a chapter in a book. I did some editing. Wow, I did a lot. I didn't realize. Huh. Okay. Pumps can find a special resource in the dry reef. Apiaries can find a special resource in the moss blanket. Okay, so where's the moss blanket? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna find the moss blanket then. Because that seems like it's a good idea. I really need to make sure that I know what classes I'm taking next semester. Because at the moment I don't have any that I'm like, I know, signed up for yet. And that's probably a bit worrying. I mean, I could just not sign up for any and, I don't know, do whatever. But I feel like it'd be best if I did sign up for some courses. That way I can, I don't know, do more, I guess. Huh. I think I've mentioned yesterday, well, 2 days ago, how much I liked this music. It still bops. I can't. It is the bomb.com. I love it so much. It's just good music. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I kind of wonder what, like, these different themes are, because I know they have the Galactonite theme that plays, and somehow they turned that into, like, smooth jazz. Which is really cool because it's like a really intense boss theme in the Kirby games. I really like Kirby, by the way. Like, my favorite games are specifically the non-traditional Kirby games, though, where they include, like, weird sort of mechanics. Like, I really like Kirby Epic Yarn, which wasn't actually initially a Kirby game. It initially starred Prince Fluff, which is why it has so few Kirby-based mechanics. It's because, like, for a lot of its development cycle, it wasn't actually a Kirby game. It was just picked up by the Kirby company and turned into a Kirby game. Which, I don't know, that's a fun little factoid. I'm not sure if it's true, but I heard it on Game Grumps, so I'm assuming it is. Because, yeah. Actually, did I hear it on Game Grumps? I heard it somewhere. Huh. Curse my memory. It remembers things like... I don't know, I just say something and I remember it, but then I don't remember the important stuff. Like... Kirby lore. Very important. Kirby lore is. Let's place a advanced apiary. Here. Here. And here, because I think I'm currently in the moss blanket. Yeah, I'm in the moss blanket, so that's good. And the area where the pumps end up getting good stuff is apparently a bit further away. I want to try this location. Maybe they have hunter slimes there? That's a guess, at least. Like, the only other location I can think of finding hunter slimes is right over here. Yeah. I'm gonna try finding hunter slimes over there. Hopefully I'll find something. I think this is the wrong direction. Oh wait, I think you can get an achievement for this. Okay. Now, how do I exit? Oh man, trying to find an exit while I'm trying to also see. Apparently that's a... I don't know, goal of some sort. There we are. Now, how do I get out? Because apparently I got lost. Oh, I think it's over there. That's the exit. Yep. Found my way out. All on my own. Woohoo. I'm such a gamer. Side effects of gaming include pain relief. Pain relief? Extended pausing. A general sense that you probably have something to talk about, but you don't really remember what that is. Generally an increase in coolness. That's a side effect of being a gamer. And may I say, ever since becoming a #gamer, my confidence has been through the roof. Oh, gamer pills. They're like a yassification, except it's being a gamer. Gamerification? Gamism. I've been made into some kind of book, and it's like I was reincarnated as a pro gamer, and it's about this like fantasy character who dies in like some freak accident and is like reincarnated as a video game character. Not a video game character. They're reincarnated in real life New York as some popular knockoff of a Twitch streamer, and they have to deal with the social stuff of being an online figure, and they're, instead of immediate knowledge of magic, they have the amazing ability of they have the amazing groundbreaking ability of knowing how to play video games good. But it's not even about that, it's about like the social aspect. And I don't know, I think that'd be funny. Because it's like seeing the modern world through like the fantastical lens of that kind of scenario, I think would be like an interesting concept. Okay, that seems like I'm unable to do that. I don't have anything on me except my pride. So, my goal is to get as far across as I can with my current levels of energy. Okay, it appears that I need to do that. If I could get just a bit higher, then I think I'd be able to get across there. Yeah, Bob, I'll get you some chickens. I have excess ones anyways. I need to get more food for these guys. Or maybe just in the meantime, I can't care for these guys right now and they complain a lot. So I'm just gonna put them away for now. Just so that I don't have to deal with them. I think that there's a place I could leave them so that they don't, you know, immediately perish. That might be good. I don't know. Boop. Boop. One thing I can do in the meantime is gather fruit. All the Q berries are gonna go to... All of my Q berries are gonna go to the honey cat slimes. I don't think I can store... Hopefully that's enough to keep them somewhat fed. Then I can gather silver parsnips for my other slimes. Because I remember what they like. At the very least, I hope that I have the apiary. There we are. It looks like I can feed you guys anything, so I'm just gonna wait on you. And I'm gonna go take these to their respective people. Yeah, you guys aren't fed, but you don't seem unhappy. So it's probably fine if I don't feed you immediately. Though I do need to gather your slimes, apparently. The risk with these guys is that if you don't collect their slimes regularly, it means that they end up just leaving them everywhere, which is annoying, but also dangerous in the sense that they could end up with just problematic stuff everywhere. Got them their favorite food. Nice. I can gather boom slimes. It seems like these guys are really overproducing on plorts. I wonder why. Is their feed time up high? No. I guess they just produce a lot. Huh. Side effects of being a gamer, I guess. Okay. You know what? I'm done for today. Goodbye.